Hi guys, so the book I chose today was We're All Friends Here. So, we're all friends here. Our teacher, Miss No, said, Sonny and Arthur, you sit at this table. So now Arthur sits right beside me. He scatters his stuff everywhere. He always loses his pencils. And he wiggles the desk a lot. So I did my printing on my lap today, but Miss No told me it was messy, and he knows I can do it better. Thanks to Arthur, I had to start all over again. When Miss Snow came over to the table, he smirked and stuck his tongue out at me, so I stuck my tongue back at him. But Miss Snow only saw me. She saw Sonny back to work. It's not fair, I tried to explain. Arthur started it, but she was not listening to me. Why does Arthur always get more attention? Finally, it was snack time. I knew my mom packed one of her special double fudge brownies, but it wasn't in my lunchbox. That's when I looked over at Arthur. He was licking his lips, and they were covered in chocolate. When I told Miss Snow, she said, Sonny, we're all friends here. I'm sure it was an accident. Then she asked Arthur, can you share my cookies with me? Except they had raisins, and I don't like raisins. We had gym in the afternoon. I was all set to race against Arthur and win. Mr. Ferdinand yelled, Ready, set, go. I took one step and splat. Then I saw the problem. Arthur's sweatshirt was tangled around my feet. No fair, I yelled, but Arthur was halfway down the gym. He didn't even care that my knee was bleeding. Guess who sits beside me on the bus? Every day. Arthur always hogs the seat. He makes rude noises and whistles and sings, but mostly he tells long stories. The grosser, the better. I told Debbie the bus driver, that I want to change seats. She always says, but you and Arthur are good for each other. In nursery school, the teacher thought Sonny Marshall was perfect. In kindergarten, the teacher said he was a ray of sunshine. Sonny never ever gets in trouble. Sonny sits right beside me. He lines up his pencils in a neat row. He hardly ever uses his eraser. Sometimes he doesn't look at the page, but he can still print in a straight line. Today I had to erase so hard that I tore a hole in my paper that wiggled the table. Sonny got mad because he had to do his printing all over again. Miss Snow came to look at my work and caught Sonny sticking out his tongue at me. When I considered it, I know I can stick my tongue out. Sonny must have thought I was sticking it at him. Then he was even madder at me for getting him in trouble. I erased 3 holes in my paper, and they were black smudges all over. Miss Snow said, You can finish tonight at home, Arthur. So when I had extra homework, finally it was snack time, and I had a brownie. I gobbled it in one bite. Next thing I knew, Sonny was saying I ate his brownie. It's not my fault that we had both had red lunch boxes. Then Miss Snow made me give Sonny an oatmeal raisin cookie. He said raisins are yucky, but they're my favorite. I was looking forward to gym all day. I pulled off my sweatshirts and lined up beside Sonny. He loves to race almost as much as I do. He is fast, but I'm even faster. When Mr. Ferdinand shouted, Ready, set, go, I took off. Sonny was not even close. Oh, I forgot to read this page. But then I looked back to see him wave and saw him in a heap on the floor. That's when I noticed my sweatshirt under him. There was blood running down his knee, and he looked upset. Sorry, I can't remember to show you the page. But then I took back. Oh my. My dad picked me up for the dentist appointment today. I told him I'd rather take the bus, but he said it'll be late. This car ride was quiet. I didn't even feel like singing, and my dad was not too interested in my story about Sonny's bloody knee. The drive to the dentist took forever. Arthur had to go to the dentist today. Before he left, he said, "Sorry for tripping me with his sweatshirt. Now I have the bus seat all to myself. I can read my comic and no one will bug me. Except it's no fun and it's way too quiet. The bus ride home takes forever. When I tell Debbie the bus ride is boring, she says to remember that tomorrow when Arthur is back." On our way home, I tell my dad that I can't wait for school tomorrow. I'm going to tell Sonny all about getting my tooth pulled out and all the blood. I have even shown him a cool way to whistle with a missing tooth. Sonny's going to love it. I just know it. So that is my book. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Bye.